Ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
T-Love Talk. T-Love Talk. T-Love Talk. T-Love Talk. T-Love Talk. T-Love Talk. Don't grab that cheap ass vodka in the bathroom. Don't grab that cheap ass vodka. You're about to be entertained by that boy, that dude. All right, man. Let's get some work in, baby. Let's get some work in. What it do, what it does. Got a new setup. You know, we trying to keep the pendulum rolling right now. You feel me? Trying to keep it rolling. And all you haters that don't like it, see y'all back there, but they still out here rooting for the king. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got to talk about it today. Got to talk about it today. When a person says dating is complicated, I know what they mean. But if this is your first time to the channel, man, I appreciate you coming in, chiming in. You know, the OG be trying to get some game and knowledge to the young gunners out there, the young G's, young kings coming up out here dealing with relationships and women and such. So I be coming up with these thoughts and concepts in my mind. And I just be wanting to make sure I bring it home because I know it's scary out there for you gentlemen. A lot of booquishas out there, man, trying to take you down through there, man. So when you see that on these dating apps, for one, because that's what it made me think about the dating apps, man. Seriously, dog, when you see these women say, even on the social media pages and their status be complicated. Yeah, it's complicated. It's very complicated because a lot of times, if not all times, when you meeting these women, they be dating multiple dudes. You know, they move like men now. Y'all got to be honest with it, fellas. They move like dudes, man. These girls, they out here constant. Oh, let me cut this fan off. Might be getting some noise from this fan. These girls out here moving like the wind, dog. You can't control these women. You can't stop them from doing whatever they think is the right thing to be doing within their lives. And back in the day, it was more or less where a man was kind of giving them guys guidance and wisdom. Now that they got their own, let me take this off so I can see these sound effects on here. It's a new setup, y'all. I gotta make sure because your girl,
she be talking to you crazy, dog. So you gotta understand, she needs you to move a certain way. And if you don't do that, she gonna make your life a living hell.
All right, so we know that's what's happening to most of you guys out here. But the complicated conversation, man, we can go so many ways with this. I didn't even take notes because when I look at it, man, it is complicated, man. A lot of these girls done been, you know, ran through, man, like, you know, the 80s Olympics, man. And it's unfortunate. And later on, they start figuring it out. And some of them later on is sooner than others. And I may be the first. I'm not the first to break this, but in hindsight, I've heard other men talk about this, where it's basically we stop. We don't want to use the word wall, but when the last dance comes for a lot of these women, they done been through divorces, been through heartbreak. It's generally a moment in their lives. Let me cut this off. It's generally a moment in their lives where they want to figure it out. And sometimes this moment is 25. Sometimes this moment is 35. Sometimes this moment is 45. That's the point that I'm trying to make. So you could meet a broad and you like, oh, she 25. Oh, she ain't got a lot of experience. Nah, man, that ain't the case with most of these women, man. They have a lot of experience, dog, before the age of 25, more than your goofy ass done had. And that's the problem, man. Y'all excuse me, man. It's a succubus texting my phone right now. The thing is, gentlemen, with these relationships, you got to know how to categorize these women. They talking about is
It's complicated because, the last man I was dealing with, I found out he was married. But, I still dealt with him for a little bit because, he was paying my phone bill. So I felt like if this nigga gonna pay my phone bill, I might as well,
yeah, dog. And see, that's the girl that you wind up with. You think you got a good girl, homeboy. You think you got a good girl, but she good, all right. She good in the bed. What was that song Wale said? She was good in the bed, G. Is he bad? Oh man, it's getting to the point, dog, where I see where guys are giving so much of the non-sexual attention to the women. So that brings up the part where you're dealing with a woman and she's got several guys that she gets certain energies from. So she telling you it's complicated, but she got one guy. This the guy that if something go wrong with the car,
Hey, you think you can come over here and look at my car? It didn't start this morning.
and then you also got the guy that come over there and fix the sexual situation.
Hey, I've been thinking about you. You think you can pull up?
That dude, he does not have to do anything. That's generally me. I come through on your baby mama, and
She like, this nigga don't do nothing for his kids. So, I'm glad that there's real niggas out here like you.
yeah. But the problem is, I come through beat and go. I'm that second guy, and then she's gonna tell you it's complicated. The guy that work with her, right? They gonna flirt back and forth all day, every day at work. So yeah, it's complicated. Relationships are complicated. People tell you it's complicated dating. Yeah, because they're doing too much. That's the point. These women are doing way too much. Every time you look around, they got another girls' party that they're about to attend. It's another one and another one. It's another trip. And dog, these women cannot be trusted to those extents, man, especially because most of them drink, smoke, there's other things like these medications they be on, man. So you got to be real careful, man. And then one of the biggest medications they be on is when they be in that church house. So that's one of the biggest ones.
So, if you're not the type of man that love God, I'm not gonna be able to take this any further. I'm in my celibate state, so I mean we can date, but I'm not like doing anything.
Yeah, she gonna tell your goofy ass that she done been ran through like a track meet. Man, get out of here, man. It's complicated. I know exactly what it means. They do not want to dedicate themselves to you, dog. They would rather dedicate themselves to brunch. Yeah, dog. You goofy, bro. You real goofy. But yeah, I get on you guys, man, because it's a thing about awareness that and accountability that men we must have within each other. Like I lost some friends in the recent, days because the older I get as an OG, I hold people accountable. I'm not gonna sit up here and we having a conversation and you sit up here and lie to me as if you doing something greater than what you're doing, and really you just sitting back being a bum. And see, that's what happens in these relationships. It's complicated, fellas. These women, they want to go out on foodie calls, not booty calls like we had back in the early 2000s. So that's what a lot of you guys gotta come into the realization that, man, you goofy right now for even attempting to be out here looking at dating. I'm as a 46, be 47 early next year. It's like, bro, you wasting a lot of time, energy, and effort, man. And all the OGs, they've been saying this over and over and over and over. You gotta put yourself in a position. You gotta keep growing, grinding, developing a strategy for your life. That's the way you're gonna be able to have leverage. And I feel like leverage is the most powerful thing as a man that you can have on this continent. If you don't know, you gonna know, fellas. You can't keep sitting back here crying about what somebody ain't gave you, what somebody ain't doing for you, man. You can't sit back and just keep doing that. You're gonna have to get up and boss up, like Coach CGA always say. Create a lifestyle for yourself to where it's always position of power. Put yourself in a masculine frame in this world. My thing is masculinity is inspired by nature. And I tell any and all of you guys this over and over and over again. Nature is inspired by masculinity. And I'm telling you, man, sometimes I come out, it's these big old cricket type bugs that that they come out in the summer down here in Florida, and they come on the buildings. I stay in the townhouse, the big one. So I come up the stairs, man. When I come in, sometime, man, I see the bugs. They like this big, man. The women be scared of them when they come over here to succubus, but they don't bother me, man. They these big old crickets, and they'll sit on the side. They'll be uniformed around my door, kind of all to the side. And I told myself one day, I said, damn, dog. I said, even these goddamn crickets is inspired by you, dog. So it's not only these crickets out here in this doggone world, but actual nature. So if a cricket is inspired by you, your woman, she better damn sure be inspired by you. Sure. Nah, but I'm serious though. I looked around. I was like, shit, are these things anywhere else? And there was another dude that stayed across from me, older guy. He had like one on his thing, on his side of his wall. But I'm like, they don't really, I'm like, what is it? The way the sun face hit my unit? Or I was like, yeah, man, it's all of that. It's all of that. Nature is inspired by masculinity. So I noticed that when I lead, you know, women like when you lead, man. There's certain women who ain't been led in so long, and every man that they've run into is pretty much afraid to lead them and to come with a position of power. And most of the times, you don't come with a position of power with dating because you're going after the woman instead of creating that leverage for yourself, man, and actually becoming the baller and the dog out here that you know you're supposed to be. Not dog as far as dogging people out, dog as far as finishing the fight. I came up when dogs fought. I know it's illegal now, you know what I mean? But that's what they did in the South. That's just the reality of it. That's what they did. So for me, gentlemen, I come from an era where it's finished to the end. That's what happened most times when those pit bulls was in those rings. They finished to the end. And that's just like how this world is, man. You got to finish to the end, man. You don't know what's after this point. So while you here on this earth, you better damn show.
Make sure you get everything that you're supposed to get out of this life, dog. Don't you sit back and let life pass by and you don't create the opportunities and take advantage of the opportunities that the Most High God done put here for you to take advantage of. You better know that. It's a crazy world.
But yeah, man, it's nature is inspired by masculinity, gentlemen. It really is, man. So when you dating, understand that, man. Don't take just anything, you know, and just to even be out there openly looking to date somebody and you don't have leverage, that's boy, you
Slow, boy. I'm gonna be honest with you, boy. You slow, boy. You real slow, boy. For some reason, I'm feeling like if you out here dating, dog, you done been dumped on your head in 2025, man. Because these girls, they just want a free meal. Yep. And you ain't figured that out yet, dog. You ain't figured that out yet, my boy. You still out here playing games. Shit serious, dog. Very serious. Yep. Y'all enjoying the show, man. I've been doing this for a while now, man.
I'm trying to, you know, make sure that just make sure, man, that you guys are getting the information, dog, because it's a lot of OGs ain't giving it to you, man. Y'all lost in the sauce real big, dog, and y'all don't even understand how crucial this shit can readjust your life in a negative way when you out here dating these women who done been through the ringer. And we all understand now it ain't just even sexually, dog, because a woman can go through a certain heartbreak in a relationship with one or two guys, and she ain't been intimate with a lot of guys, but it will turn her totally away from being in a loyal, committed relationship because how fickle a woman can be, man. And when they don't have the right leadership and guidance to kind of direct them to stay in order with what they signed up for, then that's when it becomes real bad. And what I mean by that is a lot of these women, they'll pick a good guy initially, but the problem is the good guy has high expectations.
And she used to be independent. So when you have these high expectations, she like, like my own daddy don't even tell me what to do. Like I grew up with my mom, you know. My dad, he wasn't around. So My mama told me, don't depend on a man for nothing. You ain't gotta depend on no man. You can go and make your own money.
So that's what a lot of you guys are dealing with right now. She can make her own money, dog. So y'all gonna have to understand, dog, the whole dating thing, they saying it's complicated. It's because they have redefined what dating is. It used to be, you lock in with one guy, you get to know that person, you withhold with same for sex as long as you could. You got to know that person as well as you could, and y'all kicked it. You know what I mean? And it wasn't a lot of uh, infidelity. But nowadays, the infidelity comes in the aspect of these women being on these dating apps, them being open to having numerous male friends, and they don't understand that this is not going to be good for them in the long run when it comes to being with a quality man. And they're okay with that, dog, because they feel like as long as they got some youth on their side and they got that little,
My kitty cat, is special. Everybody just can't get this.
the lie detector determined that was a lie. So all of that's out the window, man. That ain't really, once you done been there, done that, fellas, um, like so many times, man, it all feel about the same, man. It ain't none that's too much more outstanding than the other, man. You got certain ones, you got all shapes and sizes.
You know, some of y'all like them furry, some of y'all like them bald. Some of y'all like them tight, some of y'all like them that ain't got no walls. So take your pick, dog. Some be dry, some be moist. You know, a lot of y'all nasty ninjas will put your face down there and eat it up either way. So it don't even matter. Don't even matter.
Yeah. So anyway, look at it as something that you want to do. That's how I look at dating. If this is something that you've incorporated in your lifestyle and this is something that you just genuinely like to do, because I got certain partners, man, they like to go out and, they're more, wanting to talk with a female and get in her head and all of that stuff. But me personally, I'm not trying to sit around with a woman, give her non-sexual attention and trying to get in her head, because I know the majority of them are on the same exact thing. So the key for me is when I have the woman within my possession, at whatever point that is, however I get her, I just need to make sure that she dedicated to my lifestyle. She's dedicated to the um, progress of my process. Shout out to Dr. BOA. So you guys got to understand that, man. A woman got to be dedicated to um, the process of your progress. I guess you could say that statement either way. I always get it backwards, but at the end of the day, whatever your process is, the woman need to be dedicated to that, you know, and whatever forward motion means for you as a man and what you ideally feel like a woman should be doing. She got to do that. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. And a lot of you guys will get caught up in not getting what you deserve. And it's very sad. It's very disappointment.
And your girl, she just wanna keep getting, getting. Never giving. It's all about her. She need a new purse. She gotta go get her hair and nails done. She need an outfit for Booquisha party. Jamisha is having a baby shower next week. You know, she gonna spend money, girl. You know we gonna spend that bread, girl. Yeah, girl. This nigga take me out on all these dates. So that's a blessing to me, because I don't have to spend my money to eat good with no nigga. Yeah, that's how I look at these niggas.
Yeah, that's how she look at you, dog. That's you, homeboy. That's you. All right, y'all. So we ain't gonna stay in here too long with this one. Let me go ahead and get out of here. I gotta go get to some corporate money. Easy breezy. Don't get lost in the sauce, man.
Y'all keep doing y'all thing, fellas. Yours truly, Mr. T Love. I'm about to get out of here. I need to go get some of this legal money, like I was saying. And I'm going to get back with you, man. It's always a pleasure coming in the building with all the young guns. And I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all make sure y'all, this your first time, again, sub to the page, like the video. I'm going to keep bringing the heats. As always, man. Peace, love, blessings. We about this thing. You heard? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, look at Daddy.
He's not my dad, Mom.
Really, Ava?
He's not